Alright, so hey, what's going on, you guys? This is Keen over at AskaJeeper, and today we're going to be doing another video on our Grand Cherokee. It's a 2000 WJ. I didn't really explain that V6, and I haven't really done a walk around video of this Grand Cherokee yet. I just haven't had a chance to. We haven't really done a whole ton, and I guess that's probably a good reason to do a walk around. We bought this thing at 181 or 180,000 miles, I don't remember, and I've since put about 8 on it, and so we're just getting ready. Now we're gonna replace the fuel filter. The last video that we did, we replaced the spark plugs and the air intake filter. So now we're gonna do the fuel filter. And I kind of just want to show you some of the things that you will need because you don't want gas in your eyes or your nose. Trust me, I would know, because last time we'll roll the clip from our last fuel filter video. I dropped the fuel filter on the Cherokee that we were working on, so now we're gonna be doing it on the Grand Cherokee. Knowing these things now, and we're not gonna get any gas on us. Fingers crossed. All right, so I've taken off this old fuel filter, but I just kind of wanted to give you an idea of what you're gonna be installing and how you're gonna be installing it. So the fuel filter sits like this. It'll be bolted up against the frame there, and it'll have 2 lines inputting here and here, and then it'll have 1 coming out here. And so it'll have a mechanism coming in through the tube that looks like this. And so there are special tools that you can use to go and take these out, and really all you need to do is it's placed, I believe it's either placed in it like this or like this. I'm not completely sure. I think it's like that. Actually, I think it's the other way. Anyways, regardless of, it's probably the other way. But regardless of how it is, so it sits in there like this. There we go. To keep it in place, right? And so the tube comes over like this, and it's clenching on like this, right? And so what you need to do is you need to take 2 needle nose pliers and just compress the 2 ends like so. That way you don't need to go out and get the new tool. And then once you've compressed the tool, while compressing it, you're just gonna pull it straight off, pull the line straight off. And I don't know, the fuel filter that I bought did not come with these pieces, so don't break them. Just to pull them off, you just pull back on either side like this. I don't recommend doing this, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So anyways, it's just like that. And then when you're pulling off this side, it's the same thing, so it kind of plugs in right there, and you'll have 2 pieces where you just need to compress it together, and then it inserts like that, and you just need to pull it out. And then it's the same thing on this line as well. But I had the hardest time with this line, and I'll get under the car and I'll show you a little bit about what I was struggling with. But this one was the hardest just because it had the most rust and the fitting was a little bit broken. And so we're gonna see if it still works. I'm hoping that it does, but I kind of had to yank it off. But for this one, it's a little bit different, because for this one, what you'll need to do on the plastic part is actually push it in. So push this plastic part up so it's flush with the line itself, so you can hardly see it, and then you'll be able to just yank it back. So that's how I did it. Super easy, but mine was rusted, so I kind of had to yank it off and make sure I didn't want to break off the plastic fittings, so I didn't want to mess around with that. So I'll get under the car and I'll show you a little bit about what I'm talking about. All right, so come with me under the vehicle. All right. Oh, just an FYI. Okay, so here's the new one. This is what I was talking about. So it did not come, and this is, let me see if I can maneuver this in such a way where you can see it. So that was the line that I was having some troubles with. As you can see, it's pretty rusted, and that clip right there that I was talking about is kind of broken off. It should look more like this, like I was showing you before. It should look something more like this. And so we're just gonna we're gonna put this here on the opposite end right here, and then hook it all back up. So something that you should, I mean, you don't have to do it. I don't think you'll, like, for me, I'm not going to be replacing this by the time the vehicle probably goes out. But it's good to just write the mile marker on the actual fuel filter. If it's like a newer car, like let's just say you've only put like 80,000 miles on, it's good to remember those maintenance things. So we're going to go ahead and put this on, and then we'll go ahead and hook up the other line, and then we'll bolt it back up. It's a 10 millimeter socket. Super easy, and then we'll start it up.